Have you ever heard the name of the hacker that the world is looking for? What is he doing, and why did he do it? In the digital world, few names are as recognized as Kevin Mitnick. He wasn't a thief. He never used violence. Yet, he became one of the most pursued hackers in history. Born in 1963 in Los Angeles, Kevin wasn't some childhood genius, but his curiosity, it was unstoppable. Some saw him as a criminal. Others believed he simply exposed how weak digital systems truly were. Kevin's fascination with systems began at an early age, not to break them, but to understand how they worked. At 12, he figured out how to ride buses across LA by outsmarting the transfer ticket process. It was his first social hack. As a teen, he was drawn to computers, phones, and radio waves. He didn't care much for games. He wanted access. He mastered phreaking, an underground way to explore phone networks. With just the right tones and phrases, he could move through the system unseen. In his 20s, Kevin started targeting major tech companies, Nokia, Motorola, and Sun Microsystems. His most powerful tool? Not code, but conversation. He was a master of social engineering, convincing people to share secrets over the phone. He never stole money. What he wanted was source code, blueprints, and knowledge. The media turned his story into legend. The FBI labeled him a national security threat. At one point, rumors claimed he could launch nuclear missiles from a payphone. It wasn't true, but the myth spread fast. Between 1992 and 1995, Kevin disappeared. He moved from city to city using aliases and encrypted laptops. The FBI tried to catch him, but he stayed one step ahead. He left behind almost no digital traces. He became a ghost in the system, living quietly, always coding, always hiding. Then came Tsutomu Shimomura, a cybersecurity expert. After Kevin accessed his system, Tsutomu tracked him down. In February 1995, after years of pursuit, Kevin was finally arrested in Raleigh, North Carolina. Kevin was placed in solitary confinement. Authorities feared he could hack prison phones using just a whistle. That fear? Entirely exaggerated. Kevin had never caused physical harm. He faced charges for wire fraud, unauthorized access, and software theft. The evidence was real, but many of the stories were blown out of proportion. Kevin spent 5 years in prison, 8 months in complete isolation. Not for what he did, but for what people imagined he could do. After his release in 2002, Kevin took a new path. He became an ethical hacker, helping businesses stay secure. He founded Mitnick Security, working legally with top companies to test their vulnerabilities. He wrote a best-selling memoir, Ghost in the Wires, a story that's honest, thrilling, and deeply human. He spoke on stages around the world, reminding everyone that in cybersecurity, people, not tech, are the weakest link. One of his most quoted lines, "The human element is always the greatest vulnerability." In July 2023, Kevin Mitnick passed away from pancreatic cancer. He was 59 years old. His life, from a curious teen to a respected consultant, was filled with contrasts. He was both criticized and admired. His legacy wasn't just about hacking. It was a message. Even the strongest systems can collapse, not from brute force, but from misplaced trust. Kevin didn't hack to destroy. He hacked to understand. And through that understanding, he pushed the world to build better.